Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this video seems to reach you guys. Um, excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so I told you I'd be trying to give you guys updates. Let's see where we should start. Uh, over the last 3 months, um, chemo had caused me to be in the hospital. The first time I ended up having to get this, what they call a G tube attached to me. Um, which I'm about to change clothes to, which supposedly drains the bile from my stomach. I had never needed anything like that before until I got sick, which they think is because of the cancer. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. I also had a staph infection, which they didn't want to tell me where that came from. Second time I was hospitalized was about 2 or 3 weeks later. Um, I had severe MRSA from the chemo. So this third time I had sepsis. There's nothing that I'm taking that will cause all of these changes in my body except chemotherapy. They all but admitted that that's what it's from. They said it could be side effects from the chemo. Those are possible side effects. Um, I was in the hospital 19 days this last time, and I had gotten to a point where I couldn't and would not eat. And I know my body's in crisis. So what I'm telling them is, look, I need some organic food. I need something vegan to be able to try to battle through this, because at this point I'm on when I finally wake up, I'm on a liquid diet. They couldn't guarantee me any of that. So my family decided to sneak a juicer in there. But you know what? Let me get back to that. I had gotten to a point where I had given up. I was just a bag of bones laying in a bed, no life in me. And then I remembered, don't you have contact with Dr. Sabi's niece? Yes, I do. Let me find out what she says. So she told me, Shanika, you need to be taking your herbs anyway. That's what you ordered them for. And I hadn't been taking them on a regular. They're pretty expensive. Um, a 1 month supply just for my therapeutic tonic that I drank is $300. And then that doesn't include other pills and things that I need to take that are natural. That's probably another $200. So sometimes not being able to keep up with that, I would kind of slack on taking those things. So I had one of my friends sneak that into the hospital for me. They will tell you themselves, or the girl who was with me, one of my friends, and my daughter. Within 15 minutes of me taking these herbs, they could literally see the life start to come back in me. She said, Shanika, the only thing you need to take is your sea moss and these herbs right now. They got you on a diet like that. She said, if you can get some juice in there, then juice. But the only thing you drink from them is apple juice to keep your blood sugar up, because my blood sugar kept dipping. She said, give it 2 days. Also, during these 2 days, I had some internal bleeding that they didn't want to deal with in my intestines. When I tell you that second day hit, the bleeding stopped, my blood pressure stabilized, on to day 3, right? So they finally advanced me from liquids to softs. Of course, once again, the diet. You want me to eat macaroni and cheese and processed food, but I'm trying to give my body life. So what they ended up doing was allowing me to have a smoothie maker. That also helped me keep my blood sugar up. Between my blood pressure and my blood sugar, um, those are two things that I had to keep track of, so it was kind of tedious. Continue to drop weight every day because I'm not eating enough. Um, and then make sure I eat enough to keep my blood sugar up. But I did that for another 2 days and started feeling better. I was able to get up out the bed, walk around, all of that. And then, of course, they moved me to solid foods. I continued to do smoothies. I'm not touching anything in the hospital. I don't want none of y'all food. Uh, I remember during my visit, I had a nutritionist come by. I'm sorry, my mouth a little dry. Make sure you get your spring water in.